Fun.
Hey, before we get started, hey, can I say something?
I don't even know who you are.
Hey, can I say something?
Ooh,
Hey, can we all talk at the same time? Because I'm drunk as shit and I'm trying to
doesn't even
follow
sound
y'all,
like you, Buck.
Oh, we know you drunk bastard.
Bucky's gonna host the show this evening.
Fuck you, Buck.
We're gonna have a good old time.
I think that's a good idea. Let's let Buck host the show
All right.
No, it's not loud.
this evening.
All right.
You
Let's
got
all
this?
talk at the same time because I'm trying to hear everybody at the same time. Let's all talk at the same goddamn time.
Don't even care.
Bucky, were you at the Defenders game today?
Nah, I was
Defenders,
over
they like had like all types of touchdowns.
there. Day
catches
and
and
night.
shit.
It's something stoners and day and night. And the day and night.
Yo,
Something.
let's go ahead and set this.
Power357radio.com. Every Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. It's the Late Night Lunchin'. You dirty bitches.
It's time to get your lunch on with the Frat Boys on Power357radio.com. You dirty bitches.
Now you lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, B-boys and B-girls, pimps, politicians, pickpockets, and punks, you're now tuned in to the Late Night Lunchin' every Saturday night from 9 to 11 on Power357radio.com. This is the Frat Boys, you dirty bitches.
The views and expressions in this broadcast are those of the Frat Boys and allegedly do not reflect the views or positions of any entity they represent. You dirty bitches.
What up? You already know what it is. It's your boy, Skrillazilla Raw. And what I want y'all to do is grab your vices and turn up your devices. Because it's that time again. Frat Boys, make some motherfucking noise.
Let's go.
We are back.
Yo,
We
this
are
is a
back.
special fucking show.
Dirty bitches.
My man and yours, Drunkle Buck, is gonna host this motherfucker. Drunkle, I
That's what
can't
I'm
even
talking
see you, bro.
Drunkle, what's up, Drunkle?
Here I am.
Oh,
There he is.
God damn.
What do we got? What do we got
Damn.
going on, Drunkle?
what's up,
Hey,
dog?
God.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, we're gonna talk all politics. We're gonna talk all politics today. And guess what?
Damn.
Uncle Buck ain't saying shit today.
Yeah.
Damn, hey.
God.
Who's still drinking? That's all I want to know. Is who's still drinking?
So,
Drunkle
Drunkle,
Buck.
I need to know who we got in the lunchbox.
Yeah, tell the people.
We got Skrillazilla Raw. We got
Yeah.
Reno. We got Mischief. We got
Yeah.
G-Man.
Yeah.
We got Hollywood. We got
What?
Breeze. We got Scary Shit. We got Ethel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And we got me. I'm your host with the
That's
most no ghost face killer. God damn it.
Man,
go,
my man.
Killer,
We got
guys.
that's my
Yo,
man
shout out to my
right
man,
there, Joe.
Joe.
That's my dude
Over
right
there
there,
making that
Joe.
sugar.
Yes, man. Yeah. Hey, Breeze, tell him, Breeze. Tell
Hey,
him, dog.
hey, yo,
Tell him, dog.
man. Hey, for the people who don't know, man, that's our boy, man. That's my man, Buckmaster Tracks. He is
better know
fucked
it.
up this evening.
better know
He
it,
is
boy.
hosting
Oh,
the
my
show. He is on crutches right now. We're gonna hold it down with him, and it's gonna rock like shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Skrilla, talk to the people.
Yo,
dog.
so everybody fucked up tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight is a
Yes.
crazy fucking night. So let me tell you
Yes.
something. So I went to like the little local jazz festival today, you know, down at the park.
Ooh.
And you know, I'm down there and I'm jamming with the fucking band and I'm fucking I'm
Yeah,
drinking
see
out of
me,
my
man.
fucking
Like, what the
Royal
fuck's going
Caribbean
on, man?
fucking glasses and shit.
Hey,
Because
hey,
for those
Squirrel,
that don't know, I went on a cruise. But go ahead, Bob.
Hey, Squirrels, what instrument were you playing at the jazz festival? Were you playing the the rusty trombone.
No, I was playing the skin flute.
Why can't y'all see me, man? What the fuck is going on?
So this is the crazy thing.
Because you're John Cena, we can't see you.
Why can't you see me?
So this is the crazy thing, right? So I go to get some food, right?
Yeah.
And I say, and I'm looking at this menu, and I'm like, all right, well, let me get the shrimp basket, and instead of the fries, I want to get the
Turn your
fucking.
camera on.
Why can't you see me? I'm trying.
Turn your camera around.
Handle your business, Hollywood.
So
trying.
instead of the fries,
Hollywood.
I want to get the fucking hush puppies with the honey, right?
That's
Oh
what's
yes, those are good.
So this is what I told the guy. I want to substitute the hush puppies for the fries, you know. So he says to me, "Well,
What'd he say? What'd he say?
that's $4."
$4.
I said, hold on. You need to look at your menu. You need to come out here and you need to look at your menu. Your menu says the fries are $6 and the hush puppies are $6. How the fuck is there a $4 substitution charge? Because I'm a cheap son of a bitch.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm 2 seconds away from a Holocaust, if you know what I'm saying.
Shout out to MI.
No white smoke. No white smoke.
So I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm a born again virgin.
And this guy basically says to me, well, you know, it is what it is. And I'm like, well, fuck that, dude. I'm not getting the hush puppies if it's an extra $4 fucking dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do I look like, a Rockefeller?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, that brings me to a whole thing. And I don't know if Bubs has this up, right?
Okay.
But he can go ahead and put this up.
What?
He can bring up the tip video.
What is it? Oh, the tip?
Of course I didn't tip that motherfucker.
You didn't tip him?
How the fuck am I going to tip you if you trying to charge me $4 for some fucking hush puppies, man?
I thought it was $6. $4 is cheaper.
Dude, I told him he should do it for $2.
Okay, well, bam. I
But
mean,
see,
hush
this is
puppies
my
don't
thing.
cost nothing.
Tip culture's getting out of hand. And if you're not providing the service, you ain't getting the fucking tip. I looked at him. I looked at that tip cup like, cuz, you ain't getting no tip. Like, you couldn't even do a substitution?
Nah, man.
Yourself.
Man, the hush puppy's supposed to be complimentary, man. Fuck that.
Dude,
That's supposed to be complimentary. Fuck that bullshit.
If it says on the menu that fries are $6 and hush puppies are $6, I mean, dude, you can't do fucking math. How the fuck is there a substitution charge? Everything that you have is $6. If you want to,
Shouts
give
out
me
to Shirt
less
Gang.
hush puppies. Give me like 2 hush puppies. That's all I'm saying.
That's fucking crazy.
Do you got the video, Bubs, of this fucking tip situation?
Reno up in this month.
He said, no, I don't. I thought I was leading into a fucking topic. You know what I'm saying? Shit like this happens on Late Night Luncheon.
Hollywood
Hey,
is
Philip, that was a
definitely in
nice.
this
Hey,
month.
Philip, that was a nice handoff too. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it should have been a touchdown after that. He should have just ran it right in after that.
No, this is Late Night Luncheon, man.
You know what
I
it
wouldn't
is.
expect no
You
less.
know what it is.
I just thought he would just run it. I thought he would just run it right in.
Hey, Skrilla. Hey, Skrilla, let me ask you a question.
Aware because that wasn't on the list of the topics.
DJ Buzz Beats in this
It's
motherfucker.
the Chinese man with the tip video. That is on the list of topics.
I thought so. I thought, well,
You'll hurry up and
not
pay.
on today's topics. Fuck yesterday's
I'm
topics.
back days and can't find that shit. That's the
What you
problem.
got, dog? What you looking at, man? Come on,
Fuck it,
dog.
let's go to today's topics. Go ahead,
What is
bro.
it, man?
Let me ask you a question.
Shouts
So-
out to all the
Bro.
Twitch bitches out there. Shouts out to all y'all dirty bitches.
Bucky, hey, Bucky, what is this? What is this right here? Help me understand what this is right here, hanging off your face. What is that?
That's his
What is
nut
that?
towel.
Is that what it is?
Motherfuckers, shouts out to that nigga coughing
What
and
is
shit.
that? What is that?
I don't know. Hey, so let me ask you a question.
It
So,
looks, it looks really weird, Bucky.
hold on, let me see if I can figure
He's
something out.
got that glow.
Bucky
Yeah.
drunk
He's
than
like-
a motherfucker.
He's like,
What are
what's
we
the bad
talking
one from,
about, Buck? Because you hosting tonight.
What's the motherfucker from
Oh, that's the weird shit.
what's
Okay.
the
all right.
show from?
Hold on, the host
What
is
are we
trying to
talking
ask
about,
me a
Buck?
question, everybody. Go
What's
ahead,
the
host.
motherfucker from
All right,
the
so-
show? The glow. What was that movie? What was that movie? The Kung Fu joke.
That's Buck Leroy.
Buck Leroy. Buck Leroy. Yeah.
Dog.
You
I
glowing,
am the
Bucky.
last dragon,
I
goddammit.
see it. I
Yeah.
see
I'm
it.
the last dragon. I've been drinking all day.
I've been drinking, I've been smoking, and I'm feeling
And for those that don't know, Buck's been drinking fucking beers from my favorite brewery for free, and I pay premium prices for that shit.
Oh yeah, the liquor store.
Hey, so let's talk about the tip shit real quick. All right. So let me ask y'all a question. I mean, I'm just gonna ask. I'm just trying to be blunt and not like Tony Blunt, but I'm trying to
don't be like that, motherfucker. Fuck
Yeah.
him.
Give him what you want, Tony Blunt.
So
Go ahead, Buck.
Fuck Tony Blunt.
The way the tip thing works. So if you are the person who's getting your, like, say it's self-serve, right? So if you're at the self-serve fucking beer thing, like I always do, I'm too cheap. I don't want to like try to like walk up and be paying people shit. So I go to the self-serve fucking beer thing, and it's got a thing that says tip. So
A thing.
if you go to this thing, so if you go to this fucking thing and you tip, like it's like 15%, right? So you go to the self-serve beer fucking cooler like I do because I'm too cheap. So
Exactly. Fuck 'em.
So if you go there and it says tip, and you tip the person who's giving you the beer, which is you're grabbing the beer out of the fucking cooler, right? So do you get the tip or does somebody else get the tip? I'm just trying to understand that shit.
I think the person who grabs the beer, the person who gives the beer should get the tip.
Yeah, but if you're the person that's going to the game and you're getting the goddamn tip, if you're getting the goddamn beer.
You get the beer your motherfucking self, right? Why the fuck is they getting the tip? Right?
No. But if I'm giving somebody,
yeah, but if you're at the game and they have it's a self-serve kiosk. That's what it's called. It's called a self-serve kiosk. So you go up and you get your beer out of the cooler and you open up the goddamn thing and you go to pay the fuck for the beer. Goddamn tip, because they're asking like for like 22, 25, and 30%. I don't know what kind of.
So this is what I'm gonna say. Okay, what you do is you're talking about you're using your debit or credit card.
I'm just saying, like in general, yeah. So
you don't tip them shit on your debit or credit card, right? You take $1. Now look, like I'm gonna speak your language, Buck. You pull out $1 hair, right? $1 hair. You pull that out of your pocket, and you give that motherfucker to yourself, because they ain't doing motherfucking thing to be tipped, dog. I'm so sick of everybody thinking they supposed to be tipped for nothing. The only tip you gonna get is the motherfucking tip of my dick, and that's all I got to say about it.
God damn.
I agree. I fucking agree. But look, I have a question for the panel.
Hold up, Joe. You switching up the whole shit now.
But maybe it's the same.
Me? No, I'm not switching up nothing. I got a fucking question.
Okay, what's the question, man?
Fucking my switching, god damn it.
Because we was on one thing and I didn't even get the answer.
Okay, Breeze, answer.
I don't.
Okay, Breeze, what do you think about tips?
About tips? I got a tip for you. Get a better job. If you're a motherfucking waitress, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get your ass out of here. You ain't graduated from high school. Get the fuck out of here. That's all I got to say. And get the fuck out of here.
Now, can Hollywood ask a question?
Okay, go ahead. Okay, Hollywood, go ahead. What's your question, dog?
And it's nothing about anything. It's nothing about nothing. Listen,
it's nothing about anything.
Nothing about nothing.
This is like Seinfeld. It's a show about nothing. But go ahead, Hollywood.
Nothing.
Listen.
What's up?
From me, and I would love to know what my frat brothers think about.
We got you. We got you, dog.
Superman's making a new movie.
Yes.
Fuck that guy.
That dirty.
Hold up, dirty. Hold up.
Who has real estate? Is it Marvel or is it DC? Now, me personally, I'm a Batman. I'm a Dark Knight fan. I'm Batman all day long. Now he is American, a motherfucking person, a regular motherfucker. Who has a whole bunch of money. He has a whole bunch of money. He has a whole bunch of money.
Right.
Superman is an alien. Right? Yeah. Now let's talk about y'all's boy.
He be fucking the bitches though.
He be getting them. He be getting them hoes.
No. But wait,
he be getting them hoes.
Wait. But Superman, I mean, y'all don't fuck with no aliens. So just call it what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
You right. You right. You right.
You like the
you right.
billionaire.
You right.
So I love him because I do, Bubs. You're right. I fuck with Bruce Wayne.
He's a Dark Knight.
Because you voted for Trump.
Who's holding real estate? Who's holding real estate? Superman or Batman?
Hold on,
Batman. That's easy. Batman.
Superman is the man of steel. He is the man of steel.
Batman.
His dick is steel, dog.
Who's holding real estate?
Oh my God.
Hey, Mizzo.
Hey,
Mizzo. Hey, Zilla, you're the host to mediate this. Who's holding real estate? Superman or Batman?
What did he just say, y'all? What the fuck did he
Wait. My tip is stick to the fucking topic first off.
No bullshit.
I swear on my tip. I swear on my motherfucking tip that's between my fucking legs.
What's the topic?
I don't know who's more fucked up tonight, you or Buck, because what the fuck did that have to do with the topic?
I'm a third, yo. Like, I'm pretty fucked up too. I'm right there with him.
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying, Hollywood.
I don't even understand the question.
And fuck all of you. What I'm saying is, what was the topic? What was the topic anyway, Mizzo?
About tip culture.
Yeah.
Who gets more pussy, Batman or Spider or Superman?
Okay, no, I didn't understand. You asked to answer your question though. You asked about who's getting more real estate, Marvel or DC. I mean, Superman and Batman are both DC, so Marvel ain't got shit to do with either of them.
Yes, it does. Because
How so?
Okay, let me fucking tell you fucking dickhead.
Tell us.
What I'm going to tell you.
You tell us, goddammit.
I will tell you right now.
Tell us, Hollywood.
Tell us right now.
I will. The battle is Marvel and DC. I said Superman's dropping a new movie. Did I not say
Superman and Batman is DC.
Did I not just say Superman's dropping a new movie? I said that, right?
That's DC.
I know that.
No, you don't.
What are you talking about? So I said, who's holding more real estate? Superman or Batman?
Batman. That's easy. It's
Batman DC Comics too. He ain't Marvel.
Agree. I think it is Batman.
DC is
We're asking who's better in Marvel or DC. We're asking who's better. Who's more Batman.
DC is
Donald Trump.
Thank you, Bubs.
Bibbles above the blazer.
Don't say me on no fucking island, miss. Oh,
hold on. Let me put it in terms that Ethel can even weigh in on.
Okay.
DC is hot ass trash, like everything Donald Trump related.
Dang.
Marvel is where it's at. Period.
Thank you so much. I totally agree. I do.
I don't agree with that at all.
Just because say DC.
It don't matter if you agree, Skrill. That's a fact.
Does.
You just speak opinion.
The fact is that's your opinion.
You're not speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? Let's think about
the fact is that's your opinion.
Let's think about all the years that Superman and Batman have been active.
They was corny as shit.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. You can't tell me. Holy pop, Breeze, you still watch that shit. You phony as shit for that, cuz you still watch that shit.
Breeze is talking about that Batman ass shit from the 60s.
Me and you don't watch that shit.
Batman been around.
Crisscross applesauce before, motherfucker.
Batman been around.
Listen, that shit's about as fruity.
I ain't seen it.
That shit's about as fruity as that musical ass Joker 2 that I wasted money to see in the theater.
Joker's the beast. Joker's actually not the villain. He's the actual he's the
Joker 2 was dope too, for real.
Joker 2 was absolute the worst superhero or comic related movie.
Villain.
Wow, talk about it. Talk about
that
it.
one. Joker 1 was good though. Joker 1 was pretty
Joker
fucking
1
dope.
was dope, but Joker 2 was garbage, man. They misrepresented that shit like it was gonna be dope, and all it was some fucking excuse to fucking sit there and choke on Lady Gaga's cock in a fucking musical promoted by DC.
Hey, Zilla. Let's listen to who just dissed me for talking about the fucking topic, and now he's got us.
Hold on. Let's not forget. It's
kind of hot, Hollywood. It's kind of hot.
Let's not forget. Hold on. Let's not forget.
It's kind of
one
hot,
of the
though.
greatest comedians of all times was in a Superman movie. So Superman was no shit to catch no shade. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Superman.
The Superman movies, the
to
first
catch
ones
no
were dope,
shade.
bro. The old school
The first
ones
one,
were dope as shit.
the Christopher Reeves Bubs. I agree with you.
Especially the second one. The second one.
I hated the new joints because he focused on the alien aspect of it too much.
Well, he was. You brought that out.
Hollywood.
You brought that out, Hollywood.
Right. Word to your Christopher Reeves. Put your back into it, buddy. Come on.
Don't say that.
Son.
He was broke up, though, but don't say it.
No, I mean, not for nothing. But he was dope, though.
We grew up with him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did. But Bizzo didn't. We did.
Yeah, hold on. What you mean? I'm old like you, motherfuckers.
No, you ain't.
I remember George.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Man,
I've been alive.
I don't want to date myself, but I've been alive in 6 decades.
6 decades?
6
years old. You ain't no 60 years old.
You ain't older than us, Bizzo.
Hold on, dude. Hold on. 70s, 80s, 90s.
What year were you born?
2010,
79.
2020.
79.
79.
Get your young ass out of here.
Oh shit, he about my age.
Get your wet ass out of
That
here.
was a good year,
Hey, just because I look like I'm 31 don't mean I ain't in my 40s, man.
Like you
exactly
dirty,
as senior as Breeze is.
Hey, Breeze.
What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
Talk to Miz, though, Breeze.
Hey, Miz. Listen, man, you still wet, boy. Go get you a paper towel.
No
hey, but at
question.
least you're on Marvel side, Breeze. Breeze, at least you're on the side.
All
of
right.
Oh,
So listen.
hold on. Well, let me
Breeze.
say this real quick,
All
just to end this whole fucking discussion.
What is it?
I would say Batman and Superman is dope as fuck with DC, but everything else on DC is pretty whack.
Everything.
But okay, you're right. So everybody.
Everything is everything.
No. But what about Flash? What about Flash, Zella?
Flash corny as a motherfucker.
Yeah, he corny as shit.
He corny as shit. He run fast.
He corny as shit. He about as corny as
Hey, look,
Daredevil.
Flash
You know
fuck
what I'm saying?
fast.
Them
He
motherfuckers
fuck
both
fast. It be
corny as
over
shit.
quick.
All right. Okay, so listen. Ethel's older.
Ethel.
Listen.
Take your bills, Ethel.
Big sis is older than all of us. So listen. Okay, Brizzle.
Talk to the people. Talk to the people.
Big sis.
Mm-hmm.
Who holds real estate, Marvel or DC?
Yeah.
Man, she's taking the shit.
Ethel said,
Ethel's like, fuck y'all.
Ethel said, we ain't talking about Trump.
What you say?
I only talk about Trump,
No,
motherfucker.
what did Ethel say? Huh?
I didn't understand what you said. I didn't understand what you said.
I said, who holds real estate, Marvel or DC?
Marvel or
Deadpool.
DC?
Yeah.
She don't know.
Comics.
She played with Barbie dolls.
Speaking white person terms.
She don't know. She played with Barbie dolls, dog.
Deadpool. That's it. There you go. That wins it all.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Drunken
Deadpool
Sailor.
does win it all.
Sailor.
That's Marvel.
Tell me.
Yeah, Deadpool is Marvel.
Who?
He corny as fuck too.
Sailor. Hey, Sailor. Who holds real estate, Marvel or
I gotta be
DC?
honest. If you look at it this way,
Don't ask him. He gonna talk for 20 minutes.
About the same motherfucking thing.
Marvel blows DC out of the water. Their movies are just better. It just is what it is. I'm not a comic book guy.
Marvel. Okay.
But throughout history, DC was the shit. That's all I'm saying.
But okay, real talk. Batman actually is hip, right? But Superman is the corniest motherfucking superhero to ever.
Black and white Superman was the shit.
Hey, look,
Superman is a lame ass closeted homosexual.
Let's not even mention fucking Linda Carter. Linda Carter was the shit, cuz.
Right.
Wonder Woman.
Well, we didn't say super bitch. We said Superman. Okay.
But
she's Marvel.
I still want to fuck her.
We're talking about
exactly.
DC and Marvel.
As far as the comic books, there ain't nothing touching the X universe. Period. And the X-Men and everything related to it is better than every comic related shit that's
X-Men is corny. X-Men is corny. They hate
You're
us.
corny.
They hate us.
Shit, we got a challenge.
These motherfuckers say the world. They be talking about.
But Breeze, you're talking about like
you got so
X-Men is a special ed class.
Exactly.
That's the same Batman shit you be doing. You be hopping from one foot to the next foot. Slim.
Listen,
like
man, I'm trying to spark the conversation and have it in controversy. Just let me do my thing. Right?
Let's see what Buck got to say about this. Buck, what do you got to say about this whole DC and Marvel thing? I see you like eating fucking toast or some shit.
Yeah.
Looks like frozen pizza. I mean, cold pizza.
I mean, bacon, chicken, pizza.
Is that a frittata?
God damn.
What I think about the DC and the Marvel thing is, right?
Tell them, Buck.
Fuck Superman, fuck fucking Spider-Man, fuck all those bastards, because at the same time, I'm drunk, I don't give a fuck. And fuck those dirty bitches. Can you heard it from me, you dirty bitches?
Bucky looks like Hitler.
Yeah, he does.
Kyle.
Hold on. It might just be me, but it sounds like Buck's so fucked up he don't even care.
He doesn't. He really doesn't right now. He really doesn't.
Hey, Buck could have been one of the henchmen in Inglourious Bastards.
I'm his spokesman, and no, I mean, he doesn't care right now. He doesn't.
It's weird.
He's really fucked up. He's the host of the show.
Y'all really go out and watch The Accountant too. That's
Respect the host.
Yeah.
Respect the host.
I want to see that, Bucky. I want to see that at The Accountant.
So look, you know, speaking of Richard Pryor, right?
Check 1, 2, check.
So I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's take a break. We're gonna reset, you know what I'm saying? We got that list that you put in the joint, and we're gonna move on to that list after the break.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Okay, let's break it up real quick, all right?
Go ahead.
Power357radio.com. We'll be right back.
Break that on down.
Shut up.
It's Late Night Lunchin on Power357radio.com.
Bitches!
カニの爪あさるひとつひとつカニの爪あさるひとつ
I used to live on Campbellton Road, Atlanta, GA. Worked at South the Cab Mall, cooking wings all day. Lived through 3 freak nicks while I banged out beats, and I broke down with pushing music in the streets. 2 years later, NYC, summer 97, hip-hop history. Making music through the barrels, just a kid from West V. Bad boy on the radio on that new Jay-Z. Used to ride through Manhattan just banging my shit. Me, Blue Santana, West Indy, Big Fish. Off the back of the truck, I got my first MPC in Brooklyn. Now I'm cooking with Griggs. Plant my flag in Dove V in 1999. Sound Vision is the crew, storytelling with the rhyme. Universally, we screaming motherfucking West V. Good food, good people, and we got those good trees.
カニの爪あさるひとつひとつカニの爪あさる
Yeah. I arise from the depths of DC, leaving tracks in MD. Now I move through mountains, making tracks in WV. Initials are ME, maybe you've heard of me. Used to go by Enigma, now it's a mystery. History I've rewritten from going slapping the spitting lines. I'm delivering on beats, rhymes, low endings. Blood, sweat, and tears from peers trying to reach tears. Things I've seen from years of hanging with mountaineers. Oh, way to pivot from how I was living different. Told you to listen, you didn't, so now I'm livid. It's not like I'm speaking a language you couldn't get with. You just haven't opened your eyes to see the vision. Should've seen in 2020, I'm the one that's descended. Now everything sucks and you schmucks are codependent. It's the eye of the storm that I warned you before. Cause by 2024, I want what's mine and yours. Enigma.
カニの爪あさる一つ
Power357radio.com. We are Late Night Lunchin, baby. Every Saturday from 5 to 7. You dirty bitches. Yeah, I wanna switch it up real quick, man.
Okay,
So
do that.
So we don't want to go into, we had a talk about this over the last week at the meeting, and we decided that we weren't going to expose the race of any of the people that take part in this next situation, because we want you to come to this without any kind of racial bias.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. So I don't know exactly when it happened. Let's just say 6 months ago, right?
I already know it's some niggas.
So 6 months ago,
I'm just saying, but go ahead.
There were some people that were playing Ding Dong Ditch. I feel like we called it something different back in the day, but
What is that? What is that?
Ding Dong Ditch is when you knock on someone's door and you run.
Oh,
Yeah,
we call it nigga knocking.
Yeah, nigga knocking. Or the knock game. Knock knock.
Yeah, I
knock,
know we
knock game.
called it something different, right? So
We called it a knock game.
Yeah, nigga knocking.
So you're not so there's a thing going on right now on of course, the mother of all social media, TikTok, the one that starts all of this dumb shit, right?
And it's nigga knocking.
So basically
Breeze, why you be so quick to be like it's nigga knocking?
Cause I'm tripping.
I mean, Breeze, you be
Let me trip.
Let me trip
with
that shit.
Let's go with the
Let
title.
him cook. Let him cook. Go ahead, girls.
basically
That's some
someone was-
Bama shit, Breeze.
Shut up.
So
on,
basically someone was knocking on the door, right? 3 a.m. in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is like extreme ding dong ditch.
serious nigga knocking.
Ding dong dick.
So they knock on the door at 3 a.m. and the guy comes to the door. He starts letting shots fly.
Pow, pow,
And
pow, pow.
one of those shots
Pow.
wings. I think it might have even killed him. I don't know. I haven't done that much research.
Oh,
But it definitely winged him, right?
I heard about this.
Wasn't he a high school football player? Or some shit?
Yeah, I heard about this.
I feel like they were all high schoolers, right? So he basically shoots this guy. And now he's facing second-degree murder.
Yep.
And everybody is upset about this, because they're like, "Oh, he was standing his ground." Now I want to make this statement really quickly, and then we can go into it.
Tell them the details.
Yeah. Tell them.
So this is the thing. This happened in Virginia. Virginia does not have a stand your ground rule.
Nope.
They don't have a stand your ground law.
It's
So
a
what they
commonwealth,
have-
but nah.
So what they have is called
What
they have is called the Castle Doctrine.
What is
the
that?
Castle Doctrine says that if an individual has no duty to retreat when defending themselves within their home or place of residence. Now, I want you guys to listen to that. Within your home. This happened in the front or backyard, which is not within your home.
True.
So let's see how you motherfuckers feel about this guy. Somebody comes in, and I get it. They're banging on his door at 3 a.m. and he starts letting the fucking shots fly.
Hold on. This is the Bible that sits in my garage. Anybody read it? This is the fundamentals of criminal investigation.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
This is
shit.
definitely up my alley. So I'll tell you what. I'll let everybody else go first, and then I'll wrap it all up for everybody.
Well, that was so nice of you.
Yes.
It is.
So nice.
I'm going to go to Breeze first.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I think this for real, as far as the law is concerned, the way he handled it, he was dead wrong. He was dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know if it was a threat or not. He just shot through the door, right? Didn't he shoot through the door?
He opened up and went outside.
Oh,
he opened up and went outside.
Oh, he opened up, went outside, and just started bucking. I mean, they could have been selling Girl Scout cookies.
At 3 a.m., he said they were banging.
I mean, they got to get theirs too. You know what I'm saying?
Bitches got to do what bitches got to do.
Another neighbor said that they were banging on their garage door like it was like they were tearing it down.
Oh, wow.
What's it?
Oh, okay.
So they were banging on his door, you know what I'm saying? Like they
probably kicking it. You know how you remember how the kids in Shaw were kicking the door when they turned around, they kicked the motherfucker?
Yeah.
Like, I think you call it donkey kicking. I think they donkey kicked that. Let's say they donkey kicked that motherfucker just for argument's sake.
Okay.
Sound like somebody trying to get in there.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't know if as far as the law, he was supposed to barricade himself because me personally, I am licensed to carry. You know what I'm saying?
Are you licensed to kill?
No, I'm not licensed to kill. Mm-hmm. Nobody is.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You carry liability insurance?
I feel like Steven Seagal is.
But I'm saying, as far as the law, you have to barricade yourself in a room, close the door, and if the motherfucker proceeds and opens that door, you can bust him. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't barricade yourself,
is that in every state?
No,
drag his ass back in. No,
I'm
Georgia's
saying
even worse.
But that's in Virginia,
right?
That's in
Georgia's
Virginia.
even worse than Virginia.
Because I got my shit for Virginia too, and you got to barricade yourself. It's the castle law.
In Texas, he could have killed him.
My opinion is by law,
Texas
he was
and
wrong.
Florida.
You know, by law, he was wrong, definitely.
Yes.
But you know what I'm saying? If I'm putting myself in his shoes at 3 a.m. and I hear somebody that I think is trying to bang my door down, I mean, they might be gone too, depending on who's in that house.
How many did he kill?
One.
And how many got injured? How many got injured?
I don't think anybody else got injured.
Oh,
I think he was a bad shot. I think he was just spraying and he happened to hit one.
No, okay.
Probably, you never know.
This will show you. Bow.
That's all I got to say, you know.
Get your ass out of here.
Hey, Slim, check this out, you know. Like, Slim, like, you can't even be like, you can't even be like, if it's 3 a.m. in the morning, Slim, and somebody coming up in your junk and you know that you holding, like, I mean, like, it's too much. It's too much to try to discern. Now we have to discern now because we're talking about it. But at the moment of impact, you can't be like, oh, this is this or this is that. You can't. It's just what it is, Like, we can talk about it now because it happened. But at the moment, I'm about the moment, Bob.
It'd be hard to.
You can't try to be like exactly.
I mean,
now
we're
talking about it,
I feel you.
Now we're talking about it, Joe.
It's hard.
But what I'm saying is, but at the moment, Slim. And
at the moment, thinking about protecting you and yours.
Get the fuck away from my door, nigga.
But now we have to now we have to defend action, right, Bubs? We have to defend it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the moment, dog.
Yeah.
Come on.
It'd be hard to control that. I mean, there's probably some people that are gun freaks and they do this all the time.
He probably said that shit too.
Can I jump in now?
It's 3 in the morning, man. Fuck that shit, man. Get the fuck away from my door.
Hold on, Hooligan is itching. Let's let Hooligan fucking talk for 5 minutes only.
5 minutes.
Real quick, Hooligan.
Put the timer on.
Again. Real quick, Hooligan. I'm drinking a Ricky.
Nice. Sweet.
And chasing it with a Mickey.
There you go.
The lady, he's gonna get a Dickie.
So let me just say this for the record.
What's that?
Within 5 feet of me right now, I have access to several weapons. Okay, so let me just say I'm an absolute staunch supporter of the Second Amendment. I think
is one of them a mace?
We see it in the flags. We see it in the flag.
Well, that's the hooligan. That's the hooligan Shirley. I'm a pirate, baby. So let me just say this right now. Right now,
hooligan, go ahead, man.
With a fighting, I got a weapon. I got a weapon right here. I am a strong supporter of the Second Amendment. I actually think that all gun laws are unconstitutional, and I think that all gun laws are racist because they're inherently meant to keep. They're inherently meant. I'm fucking drinking shit. Inherently meant to keep people from purchasing guns. So if you are an inner city person that has means that are not necessarily in realm with the rest of us, you are hampered in getting a weapon because the process they put into place makes it so that you can't get one. So all gun laws are inherently racist. That is my personal belief, 100%. So with that being said, as a weapon owner and as somebody who has carried a weapon in the line of duty, and as somebody
I got one.
Fire his weapon in the line of duty. There are certain circumstances where people they make it cost prohibitive. So in New Jersey right now, they're talking about putting like $200, $300, $400 taxes on buying a gun, just a tax on the buying a gun. So it's inherently prohibitive for some people to purchase a gun because
in
of the
Camden.
law.
But still.
But with that being said,
when does a person have to use the discernment, right? Of like, okay, at this moment, I have to decide.
So let me tell you, I'm going to answer that right now. Let me tell you, if you own a weapon and you
keep on the path, Hollywood.
There's two things I recommend. One, you should always have liability insurance, find somebody's insurance. And the second part is if you carry a weapon, you should train. Absolutely. But you should take a holds course and you should take all the courses and training because the point that you have right now is that people, you need to know when to shoot. So if you've never been involved in a simulator, when to shoot, not shoot, okay, but you need to make sure that one, if you're going to shoot your weapon, you need to make sure everything past the person you're shooting at is clear. So if I am shooting at a person and then all of a sudden I hit somebody behind that person, I'm at fault because that's bullshit. I should make sure I know where my rounds are going.
Sure. Right.
So the other part is that if I need to make sure that you actually have a weapon if I'm going to shoot you. And this is law enforcement. This is military. Military, we don't give a shit. It's indiscriminate killing. We're going to fuck everything up behind us. But you're law enforcement. You need to make sure that the person you're shooting is actually a threat to you. And in this particular case, banging on the door, trust me, I got weapons in my house. You knock on my door at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming to the door armed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But before I shoot my weapon, I need to make sure that you're actually a risk. And we talk about the castle doctrine and, a lot of places don't have it. And, or the duty to retreat states, I have to be able to retreat from the scenario. If I can retreat, if I can get away and eliminate the threat, it's my duty to eliminate that threat. You talk about the castle doctrine is where it's basically saying like your house, you don't have to retreat from your house. But the issue is this kid never entered the house. He knocked on the fucking door. Yep. The other thing too is the minute that you leave your house and you go outside and then you pop off your weapon without knowing what the threat is, you're fucking done. And that's it. That's negligent on my part. But like I said, the ultimate thing is like I said, if I'm carrying my weapon, there's nobody who will ever know I'm carrying. I don't like to print, but let me tell you something. Carrying my weapon makes me the most docile person in the world because it makes me realize that if I pull my weapon and I even threaten somebody, I risk losing my life per se because I'm going to end up in jail because of the fucking liberal laws we have out here.
Exactly. So let's go to the drunk guy about this, hooligan. Let's see what the drunk guy has to say about this situation.
Bucky.
He doesn't even know.
Where's Bucky?
Bucky. You're
Hey,
the host, Bucky. Come on, talk to the people.
All right. So let me just say one thing. At 3 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm trying to get some pussy. So if anybody's out there, I might be shooting blanks. I don't know. They might get something in their eye or something. I don't know, but
But for now, it's like your eye to show you where I come from.
Hey, Skrilla, This is just one of the many of my garage. So this is just ammo, baby. That's just ammo.
You're about to get us kicked off Twitch.
Yes, fuck. We just got kicked off.
Hey, Sarah, let me ask you a question.
There's no weapon there. That's just boxes. There's just boxes.
It's just magazines.
Sarah, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Porno magazines.
You're loaded up.
Go ahead, Hollywood. Go ahead.
Sarah, you're loaded up, right?
And
you feel like you have your right to be loaded up, right? You have your right to be loaded up. Somebody comes to your crib at 3 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m., whatever time in the morning. You're already answering the door.
Donkey kicking your door.
Loaded up, ready to go, Slim. Like, anybody knocks on your door at 3 a.m. in the morning, first of all, what the fuck are you knocking on my door at 3 a.m. in the morning?
It ain't the mailman.
Can I borrow some sugar?
It ain't the mailman.
Automatically, I'm like, Slim, why you at my door at 3 a.m. in the morning?
Can I borrow some peanut butter?
Right.
At 3 a.m., I'm trying to donkey fuck my bitch.
But Sarah, let me ask you a question. But Sarah, are you already at a level, at an anxiety level and an intensity level to where no matter what's going on at 3 a.m. in the morning, you're ready to shoot?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because my training that I've gone through and that I've put myself through brings me down to the point of where the more hyper the situation is, the more calm I get and the more focus I get, because I have done enough training to where, where I've made those mistakes in the trainers, where I've actually, I don't want to get kicked off Twitch, where I've actually triggered the scenario to where I made a false, thing, and I actually acted where I shouldn't have acted in that scenario. So it makes you hyper think that, like, you better know, like I said, if I'm going to send a round down range, I better know where that round is going. So I need to know what's there, not only there, what's way past that. You know what I mean? So if, like I said, if I come out my front door and I start popping off rounds, well, I got a house that's directly in front of mine. So I need to make sure, like I said, I'm responsible for any round that I fucking pop off at any given time and where it goes.
Their house, yeah.
Yeah, so if it hits their house, goes into their house, and hits one of their other family members, that's
It's on
you.
It's on you.
But Sarah,
it's a big responsibility.
It is a big responsibility.
Sarah, do you think gun owners, all gun owners, have that same mindset that you?
They better.
They should, but they don't. But I will tell you that
I was trained to.
Hell no, they don't. Look how many accidents there are.
All right,
but more importantly, the accidents. Like, here's the problem. I, as a staunch Second Amendment supporter, where I believe in constitutional carry, 1,000%. I also fully believe there's the consequences to actions. So, if you go out there and just because you can carry and just because you can defend your life doesn't mean you should. And,
unless you're in Texas.
And, but even with that, there's times when you should not be pulling your weapon, and that's the thing is when I have my weapon on me, when I have my weapon on me, it actually makes me more docile and more, more concerned about not engaging. That's a
big word.
And that I think I would love for everyone. So let me ask you a question. So I live in Congress Heights, right?
Okay.
So up my street from me is 4th Street. Now, help me understand, Sailor. Help me understand how these youngins from 4th Street are busting off these Macs and these Uzis, these Macs and these fucking rocket launchers rocket launchers.
Those are illegal guns.
Help me.
They're criminals.
Help me understand.
That's it. They're fucking criminals.
Because they're going to the gun shops in Virginia and they're stealing them. They're raiding them. That's how.
Exactly. They're fucking criminals.
Help me understand, Sailor, how these kids
I just told you. That's how they get
are shooting off these rocket launchers and these guns.
They just don't give a fuck.
17 years old.
It's called theft.
You don't know why that? Because you ain't got no fathers in the house whooping their asses.
Exactly.
Day one. And I as
and
somebody,
their mother drunk as fuck somewhere. Getting fucked somewhere.
I started my career in PG County.
Well.
I've worked in Washington,
D.C. Getting fucked by niggas like dirty.
I've worked in Camden.
Let me hear Sailor, man.
I've worked in a lot of places. And again, this is the guy who's telling you point blank right now on videotape that gun laws are unconstitutional because they are inherently racist. They are, all these gun laws and all these Democratic fucking people that want to take the guns away from you is because they want to keep the black man from having a gun. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's my personal feeling. And the idea is that you can't have a gun because you're not responsible enough to have one. But here's the kicker.
But why are these guns?
Give a fuck about laws.
But Sailor, why are they? How are these guns getting over to Congress Heights and 4th Street?
They steal them.
They steal them.
They steal them.
What day are you talking about?
The YNs.
What day, Sailor? Who's they? What's they? They who?
So like I said, in New Jersey right now, there's actually a gang right now that's running out of New York that's actually running in New Jersey, and they're actually have gotten a hold of gun registration lists, and they're going to houses that they know where guns are involved in, and all they're doing is breaking in and stealing the guns. That's all they're doing, and then those guns hit the market. It goes out there. Look, trust me, in New Jersey, Maryland, you can't buy a gun without a background check. You can't get a hold of this shit. Right now, it takes me I got to go get a permit. I got to get a background check to get another weapon. Now I can buy a AR-15 or a shotgun easier than I can to buy a pistol in New Jersey. And
so if you watch the news, I want to jump in here real quick. So if you watch the news, you will see that the youngins literally break in fucking gun stores in Montgomery County, Virginia. It happens all the fucking time. They break in gun stores and marijuana stores and liquor stores. That's the 3 fucking stores they break into. So they have an abundance of guns. They have an abundance of motherfucking weed. They have an abundance of drink.
All that.
Bubs. Now, you and me go back to 3rd grade pencils, right? So listen, Bubs, do you think rappers like Mobb Deep and Biggie and all these guys have a ownership of responsibility to where the situation we are today from way back when? Because listen to the Shook ones, right? What? Everyone loves Shook ones, right? Everyone loves Shook ones.
If you already, I see what you're saying. If you already
hold on. I know what you're saying. Fucking finish.
I know what you're saying.
So do you believe that the rappers have a responsibility to where from then to where we are today? But there's the sensationalism of gunplay.
Yeah.
Do rappers have a responsibility in that, Bub?
Yeah.
Do they? Do we?
Yeah.
Do we? Mizzo?
No.
Do we? Mizzo? Zilla?
Well,
do we have a straight line? Fuck the dotted
we don't
line.
anymore.
Do we have a straight line? No, I don't. Mizzo don't.
The parents have responsibility.
Exactly.
The parents have responsibility, man.
But do they have a responsibility because the parents aren't doing responsibility? Do the rappers have responsibility not to?
No, it's always the parents, dude. It's the parents that choose.
And you gotta go into the freedom of
hold on, Emma. I'm gonna go to you in a minute. But look, my daughter, right? My daughter's 5 years old. I don't let my daughter listen to that shit. Now, one thing I can tell you is normally if you say 80s hip hop, it's usually pretty safe. Unless like you're talking about NWA or Too Short, right? That's like the exception to the rule. When the West Coast comes up, you're fucked, right? But I remember when I was younger, you know, and my cousin, he used to have his son. And his son be riding around with us, and we be playing like fucking Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and shit like that. We were terrible fucking role models at that time. Right. And that's because we were youngins raising youngins. Yeah. That's the fucking problem. That's the problem as a whole. There is no other problem but people that have no business raising kids are raising fucking kids.
Yeah. I got an example though. You know what I'm saying? Mean, with Yash coming up, I would play whatever I like.
Right.
I'm saying he ain't turned to be up to be a killer and shit.
No, he didn't. Good point, Bubs. Good point, Bubs.
Good point, Bubs. NWA, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the parent. It's all about the parent, man.
And remember, when y'all was one, you and I were, we were living in the same. We were two apartments down from each other, right? And I would say to you, right? You and I would talk. And I would be like, I don't like Mobb Deep because they're mean.
They're mean.
Right? I would say that we would laugh about it. We would laugh about it, right?
Still
and we still laugh about it, right? But what I'm saying is you, right? And like you just and Ghoster is a monster. He's a beast on the mic. He's a monster in the booth, right?
Yeah.
But he literally was growing up in the midst of what we're talking about.
Yeah, man.
But he didn't grow up in the hood, though.
I mean, he lived in the hood.
That's a big difference. He didn't grow up where he was actually seeing that shit happen.
Nah, you're right. He didn't see it happen.
If you growing up in the streets when motherfuckers was actually doing it,
we did live uptown. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't let him see what was going on at Mount Pleasant. I didn't let him see what was going over on Columbia Road.
You as a parent sheltered him from the bullshit.
Right. And you know what I'm saying? He might have heard curse words. He might have heard curse words and shit in the lyrics and shit. But he knew he wasn't allowed to say that shit. Just because you heard that shit doesn't give you the fucking right to fucking say that shit. No, you can't say that shit.
Yo, I got a couple of different points I want to weigh in. First,
all right, a couple of different points. Go ahead.
A couple here. First and foremost, man, is that the gun shit was happening even before then, because even like Just Ice and Ice-T and motherfuckers, even before the early 90s, like when I would say that in the early 90s is when the gun shit kind of like took on more of a life. It became more glamorized. Like they talked about the guns before then, but it became more glamorized in the 90s.
Even the movies. Think about Strapped.
Right. That was going to be my next point. Like to say, does hip hop, as artists and makers of the music, do they have responsibility? My thing is unless you're going to hold accountable, every form of entertainment makers and creators, from the video games, which really, if you want to get down to it,
video games, yeah, no doubt.
Y'all just been playing video games all his life too,
right? To the music, to the
we were playing Dukem Nukem back in the fucking day. We didn't go commit mass fucking murders and Dukem Nukem.
Well,
we were fucking.
But some of those first mass killings you actually heard about on record weren't from people saying, "Hey, I'll listen to it in music." They were actually from people that said, "Yeah, I was doing this shit in video games. I didn't really think it was real."
Yeah, but they already have to have a fucking problem in their brain to spark
agree.
Exactly.
They can't get right. Why I'm saying I don't feel
that kid shouldn't have been playing it.
I don't feel that there's a responsibility.
He's a psychiatrst, though.
Mizzo.
What about Pocket
I can't believe you. Hold on. Mizzo. I can't believe you as the MC. Literally, actually think that we, as MCs, rappers, DJs, graph artists, whatever, do not have a direct responsibility in what's happening right now.
Well, hold on. Hold on. I myself personally would take responsibility for anything I create. However, I'm also an intelligent enough human being to understand that just because I hear something in music I may listen to a lot that may seem to glamorize it or talk about it, it's not just the guns, it's the drug game, it's fucking all of this shit. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean that I have to do what I hear. Because
but you think that though, Mezzo. But what about the people that listen to your music?
That goes back to the fucking upbringing. My thing is I don't talk about that kind of shit in my music unless I'm using it as a punchline. But these people like Mobb Deep and etc. that you mentioned, my thing is I don't think the responsibility is so much on them as much as I agree with that. Like, people need to be taught to see shit for what it is, which is just entertainment, you know?
Exactly, like Dre said.
You know what the problem is? The problem is, and I'm going to go right here. Fathers in the house. And there ain't nobody, and the moms are fucking trying to like be all friendly with their kids, and I'm my friends.
Sucking dick.
How about we fucking put fathers back in the household? And you know what? There's a difference. Like I said, I got 4 kids. My kids are adults now. Most of them, my little one, but they're not shitbags because I literally tell them, don't talk back to your mother. Don't talk back. You know, yes sir, no sir. Be respectful. You need to whip these kids' fucking asses. And I go back to the story when I used to work in the pools back in Capitol Heights. The old black grandmoms, you didn't disrespect them. They're not in there anymore. They're not allowed to whoop the asses of the kids anymore and demand respect. Those women are no longer there. The patriarchs of the families are not there anymore. And now you got these fucking families that are all broken up with no fucking dads. And let me tell you something. You wonder why we're going to shit? Because they ain't got no fucking dads whooping their asses. Because this shit ain't happening.
But Sailor, let me ask you a question. And I want to ask this to everybody on the fucking panel. And I'm playing devil's advocate at this point. Okay? Mm-hmm. Does everybody on this panel love Shook One?
Yeah, I do. I still do. I still bang it.
I love Shook One. I still
bang it.
I love that jam.
I love it.
I
like killer rap. I like that.
I also love NWA and N with the motherfucking gun.
I love
27 on an underground.
I love NWA too.
It's just a certain mood. I don't want to listen to it all the time, but if I get into a certain mood, I want to hear that shit.
Right.
Well, but like
how do we discern?
How many of you guys do Ramstein?
But Bubs, how do we discern what's right and what's wrong, Bubs?
I mean, for real, I'm for the freedom of speech and the freedom of art and all that. So just do what you got to do. It's all up to, people raising their children the correct way.
And that's what it comes down to, right? Movies, music, it's all the same, right? It's your job as a parent to decide what your kids watch. That's your fucking job. Every single parent that fucking puts on the TV and walks away, that's their decision to let their child be influenced by whatever's on that fucking
channel. One of the problems, Hollywood, the problem was, like, at least with our era, it was because you had guys that were 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old that were saying this shit, but then you had the same kids that same age being influenced by it.
But there's a reason, Bubs. I don't know about your parents, but most of our parents, I was looking at it the other day.
It was like their peers. They were looking at their peers at that point.
So I'm watching television and I'm looking at different movies, right? And I'm telling my wife, I watched that when I was like 9. And I'm talking about Hollywood Nights.
Yeah, I watch crazy shit. I watch Porky's, bro.
Why the fuck did I watch Hollywood Nights where guys were
Fast Times at Ridgemont High, all that shit.
People were pressing their ass cheeks against windows and pissing in fucking punch bowls. Why the fuck was I watching that at 9 years old?
I did that before. That's where I got influenced. Damn, I didn't know.
Were a little different. And that's all I got to say. I'm not saying they were bad. They just were a little different. And because they were the way they are, it kind of made us a little more stricter, right?
You know why it didn't affect us? You know why it didn't affect us? Because we knew if we did that shit, we would get our asses whooped.
Yeah, they would break the fucking. They would break the shoe.
We wouldn't have been.
So, Bob, let's pivot. And so, okay. So, Kyra and Ya and Zilla, your daughter, and my daughters, and my sons. Let's pivot. Where's the disconnect? Because my daughters don't know about any of that stuff. My sons, yeah, I mean, if they search on Google or whatever, they search.
Disconnect is some people, some parents, bro.
Let's pivot. Let's pivot. Like.
So parents don't give a fuck, dog. They don't even want their kids.
They're savage.
Hey, breathe. Listen.
Breathe.
You failed, Hollywood. You failed. You failed to teach them.
No. So listen, my sisters and I were over the house the other day.
Okay.
And we were like, let's talk about our mothers. Okay, cool. So we were like, what did your mother used to do?
Happy Mother's Day, you dirty bitches.
What is your mother?
Mother's Day.
What is your mother used to do? Now I'm 53, right? What did your mother used to do? My mother used to be like, boy, light my cigarette, and if you light that, so I'm lighting my mother's cigarette at 6, 7, and if I we used to go buy them, and if I let that joke go out, my mother was mad as shit. Well, you know, my motherfucking cigarette go out. I had to puff that joke and make sure that shit didn't go out.
Damn,
you understand what I'm saying?
You was puffing it.
I had to puff my mother's cigarette. If my mother's cigarette was out, by the time I give it back to her, she was fucked.
Smack the shit out your ass, boy.
You understand what I'm saying? So now, was my mother? Is my mother wrong?
No.
Had me light her motherfucking cigarette.
I think it was a different time.
I'm not
That
trying
was
to
her
be
way
a
of
dick.
raising
I don't think they had the knowledge we have
Look at
today.
the person you are today. Look at the person you are today.
No, I hear you, but
Bubs is about to say something condescending. Go ahead, Bubs.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but yeah, it was wrong.
If I let that junk go out.
I can say things that my mom did that were wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like smoking in the same fucking room as me.
In the same room.
But they
Right
didn't know,
in
dude.
the
Like
car,
everybody
pregnant,
smoked back then.
Smoking while she was
shit,
pregnant
son.
with me. You know, I can say that was wrong. If they wrong, they wrong.
So,
Don't ever do this.
But I'm not trying to say wrong or right. I'm just saying information. It's about information, right? My mother would give me and my big sister a note in 78, 79. And we would walk to the store and like, my mother with some cigarettes and some motherfucking goddamn this and that. And I would give I would give my mother I would give the dude a note and I'd give some motherfucking cigarettes and goddamn and I'm sick.
I used to go and get the Newports. I used to go and get the Newports at the store.
Pack of Camels.
Yeah. But I'm giving a dude, and sometimes my mother would even have the money.
Look, this is the thing.
A note.
This is the thing. So hold on. This is the thing. We're all human beings, right? We're all adults, but we're also human beings, right? Which means, like, even when you're an adult, like, you're a parent, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun, right? I mean, like, shit. I'll take a motherfucking fifth of liquor to the dome in front of my daughter. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But then I'll look at it while I'm all fucked up and be like, you better not do this shit. I'll beat the fuck out of you. I'm not dead, bro. I'm not dead. I still want to have a good time. You know what I mean? Long as one of the parents is conscious enough to be able to be the parent, somebody gotta have some fun out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I ain't dead. I'm just old as fuck.
Handle
who
shit.
But who used to go to the store with a note?
Right here.
Their mother.
Right here.
Or who used to like? Look, my mother was like.
Had that purple food stamp.
I didn't need a note, but I went to the store.
Had the purple food stamp joint.
If my mother's cigarette was out by the time I got back to her, so essentially she was telling me to puff a cigarette for her at 6.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Hey, keep it going, son.
If I got that joke back, if I give it back to her, it was out, and I was 6. She was like, "Why you ain't puff that joke?" Slim, like, yeah.
Handle your business, son.
Now, here's the question, though. Seriously, here's the question. How old was your mother at the time? Because that is the big thing.
Maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Exactly.
She was gangster.
She was still having a good fucking time. You know what I'm saying?
Because
that's what it comes down to. Most of our parents were young.
Because my mom had to have been like, my parents had me when they were 18. And I was like 8 years old. So think about it. My mom wasn't even 30. And she had me doing that shit.
Puffing that joint, young. Puffing that stuff.
Smoking that Pall Mall.
Look, hey, Mizzo, if I got back to my mother's house, if I got back there in the living room and that joke was out, Slim, you ain't puffed that joke? Yeah,
listen, my stepdad was pouring. My stepdad
raised you better than that, nigga.
My stepdad was pouring me cups of Coke 45.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yo, did y'all? Hey, speaking of DC, did y'all hear about that dude in DC going around sodomizing himself and shit?
Oh my Lord! So let me go into this, yo. This is a great fucking story. This shit is fucking next level. So there's a man, right? There's a man. He's running around DC, and what he's doing. First of all, it all started. Neighbors started reporting that their vegetables were coming up missing. Right?
Really? Vegetables?
They're like, I don't know what's going on. Like my vegetables are coming up missing.
You talking about in the garden? Tomatoes?
Yeah, from the garden. So they're like, I don't know if it's like rodents,
cucumbers,
got rats, or fucking rabbits, but like my cucumbers and my carrots are coming up missing. So then somebody saw it on their Ring camera that this man basically took cucumbers and he put them in the grill of a car and he stuck them up his ass. I mean, there's no fucking other way to say it.
What?
So he was basically fucking cucumbers that were stuffed in the fucking grills of cars, right? But it doesn't stop there.
In the alley?
No, like you fucking right on the main street. He don't give a fuck.
That's crazy.
But then he took it to another level, right?
Fucking himself with a cucumber?
Cucumbers weren't enough. So then he decided that he was going to start fucking railings.
No.
Yeah,
what do you
rails.
mean? Hold up, railings?
So basically, this guy comes out of his house and he's probably a little tipsy like we are, and he's holding on to the handrail so he doesn't fall down the steps.
Okay.
Watch your step.
And at the bottom,
that it's a little slippery. And he's like, what the fuck is on my handrail? He smells his hands and they smell like ass.
Damn.
So he looks at his Ring camera and he finds out that this man is fucking is pulverizing his asshole with a fucking handrail.
No.
So instead of calling the cops, he comes up with this grand idea.
That's a goofy fucking thing right there, bro.
He says, I'm gonna tape fucking sandpaper around this handrail. So if this guy fucks my handrail, he's gonna get fucked. Has anybody heard about this shit?
Yes, I've heard about it. It's old news, I'm saying, but
he just got sentenced and shit. They put him in jail for that shit for fucking pine cone rails.
Fucking himself.
Well,
go fuck yourself. Okay.
The guy that put the rails on got killed, not the guy who was fucking the rails.
He was fucking himself.
Fucking the rails, bro.
Fucking himself with the handrails. Go fuck yourself, dude.
So when
he took somebody's rake, bro. So he took somebody's rake pole.
Stretch kind of.
He really
Reno, what do you think about
fuck
He
himself?
just got out of jail.
Dirty.
It was Reno.
He was like, I like this.
Hey, what do you label? Hey, Miss, what kind of sickness or illness do you label that as? What kind of fetish? What kind of fetish is that, Mr. Psychiatrist?
Yeah, what is the fucking medical term?
Listen, I don't get into the medical term aspect of it. I just know that you're the freak in the room, man. So I like your hot take on that shit.
Man, I got
What do
no
you think
words for
about that,
shit.
Reno?
Yeah, Reno, what do you think, dog?
Dog, that shit is sickness. Maybe he got an itch in his ass or something. Who knows?
Possibly.
That
He got
is-
fucking,
He might got a fungus.
He got
He's
parasites
trying
in
to
his
itch,
butthole.
he's trying to itch
I ain't
that
gonna
itch
lie,
that's way up in his asshole.
I ain't gonna
Have you
lie.
ever fucked
Sometimes my
yourself?
ass cheeks be itching like that, and I be wanting to scratch them with a rake.
that
Have you
shit
ever
is
fucked
disgusting.
yourself?
Nah, bro.
Nah,
Has
bro.
anyone
Have you
ever fucked themselves?
yourself?
Only
Oh my
women can do
God.
that.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
No,
Go fuck
he
yourself.
did it
How did
with the
this
handrail.
conversation just
No,
turn to?
Apparently it
first,
did.
you know?
I
Apparently
mean,
it
hey,
did.
look, let's go into this.
Okay.
So, how
Lee
many
Roy
people have
Jones.
cleaned their asshole a little too good?
I don't know about all that.
Not with no
That should be,
sandpaper.
that should be,
No,
that should be
no
whack, bro.
comment.
I don't know about all
Man,
that.
I use wet
Kind of
wipes.
weird.
Wet
Kind of weird.
wipes. Wet
Kind of
wipes.
weird.
Y'all remember that High and Mighty track with Thurston Howe, man, hands-on experience.
Oh, nah, I don't remember that joint. They talking about
Yo,
butthole.
I wasn't there that day.
Dude, no, Mr. Eon and High and Mighty, man, hands-on experience featuring Thurston Howe the third, man. That's on Rockets Records. That shit was the first song I ever heard where they talked about all that freaky deep, like real off the wall shit in a track. And that shit was a great track. It just made me think about that. Not saying when they were talking about railing assholes, you know, literally with
Okay, we were talking about
But I
buttholes
mean-
too much.
yeah.
No more buttholes.
We knew it was
No more
going to go
buttholes,
in
guys.
this
No more
direction.
It's super gay.
Stop
We're
it.
talking-
Just stop it right now.
Where's the
It is
I'm not gay
Stop
button?
it right now.
It is super.
Hey,
It
what's
is
that
super
other topic
something.
we had over there, Skrills?
Yeah, man. What else we talking
got
about this
another.
evening?
I got a fun one, man.
Okay.
So
that
hold
wasn't
on.
fun enough
Let
for
me
you?
look. That was actually pretty
Yeah, man.
fun.
Pull out a good one.
Put
Pull out
it
a
in
good
your
one.
ass.
It was
So,
a good
so
one.
check this
Yeah.
out. This isn't really like a real topic. This is like a subtopic, right?
Mhm.
So I was looking at BBC News, and there's a
Big
man.
Black Hawk
Big
News.
Black Hawks?
There's a man who was caught spiking his
Big Black Hawk.
female date's drinks with Viagra
Yeah.
to make sure that they don't get boners, because nowadays you just don't know.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's fucking funny.
I saw that
I
one.
mean, jeez, where the fuck did that come from?
Uh,
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that's a real litmus test there.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Hold up.
Yeah.
Explain that to me, dog. Explain that shit. That shit sound crazy. Man, explain that. I don't understand.
So basically, nowadays you can't tell if it's a woman or not.
Right.
So he's spiking their drinks with Viagra, because if he looks down and he sees a boner, he knows he's not getting no pussy that night.
Oh, got it. That's funny. That's funny as shit. That's hilarious.
Hey, Bucky.
Oh shit.
Bucky.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
you know what to do now, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
What's
Let's
up?
go to Bucky. Let's go to Bucky, our host. Bucky, what do we got
Yeah, go to
going
Bucky.
on?
Bucky,
Bucky,
and then I
what
got
are we
something
doing
after
right
that.
now, Bucky? What are we
Hey.
doing? What are we doing?
Hey,
host?
so
The host
hey,
with the most.
y'all heard they fucking elected a pope, right?
Yeah.
The new
A
pope,
poop?
right?
They elected the poop?
They elected.
Yeah, they
a
elected
pope.
a new pope. Oh, for
That
all
one
you
from
Catholic,
Chicago.
for all you Catholic and religious folks, they elected a new pope. Yeah, he's from
Yes.
Chicago. I think he's gonna be the first pope that's carrying a fucking gun. I don't know.
That's
I
what
mean, I
y'all
never
ain't
been to
know.
He's your leader.
That's what y'all ain't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Religious
But-
fuck.
yeah,
What
but
don't we know, Bubs? What don't we
If
know?
you go by the one drop rule,
Yeah.
he's black.
Oh,
That's what they
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
we
yeah.
got a
That's what they
nigga
say,
as the
They,
pope.
they looked it up. They looked the DNA up. They looked at his
But he's
grandparents,
The
and they
first
both.
nigga pope.
No, he's not
One-
the first.
One
He's actually the
identified
third.
as black. The other one
Black
identified
Pope.
as
I didn't
mulatto.
use the other word.
And his grandfather said he was Haitian. You know what I'm saying? So his grandmother and grandfather both identified as black.
That motherfucker loves some collard greens.
Okay, so let's go back to Buck.
So
Go
do
ahead,
I.
Buck. Tell us more about this Pope.
yeah. So the new pope is
Tell him, Buck.
Is
Tell him,
it
Buck.
Pastor Bader?
Tell him, Buck.
yeah. The new pope his name is Pope Pastor Bader the
Is that
fourth,
it?
right?
Okay.
Yeah, and
I just gotta ask y'all a question.
What's that?
Did the Boy Scouts have any election votes in this fucking new pope or some shit?
They should have.
They should have. Yeah.
Oh
Because
my God!
Yeah, man.
They might be a little mad, because they might have won one Pastor Bader that was a little bit friendly to the boys.
I'd have been real mad.
I wonder how Pastor Bader's been doing recently.
He's probably been masturbating.
Yeah.
I don't have that app right now, but hey, look, I got something. Listen to this, y'all.
What's up, dog?
I got a question.
What's up?
Y'all remember, everybody's seen Forrest Gump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Everybody's
box
seen it, right?
chocolates, you dirty
y'all
bitches.
remember when he was in the room with all the Black Panthers?
Yeah.
And he
I
caused
got
the
some
fight
more,
because
too,
one
Bob.
of
Go
them
ahead.
was hit Jenny or some shit, and he caused the fight. He caused the fight, right?
Don't you hit Jenny.
What? Before he walked out of the door, I'm gonna go to Hollywood first. Before he walked out that door, what did he say?
Suck my dick,
right.
you bitches.
Okay, he said. Okay, so before the, I can't honestly, Bubs. I don't know.
I've had too many butt wipes.
Good answer.
Does anybody
Good
know
answer.
what he said
He said too many
before he
butt
left
wipes.
out?
Great
I don't
answer.
remember.
Something about.
What did he say? Bro?
Anybody know?
He said, "Where's the handrail?" He said,
Do
"Where's
y'all
the
remember
handrail?"
him saying? Do y'all remember him
Buck,
saying?
you ain't shit, Buck.
I'm sorry, I ruined your Black Panther party.
I'm sorry I ruined your Black
Yes,
Panther
I do.
party, you
I
dirty
remember
bitches.
that. Yes.
Peas and carrots.
He
Because
did say
I
that.
remember it too.
He did.
Because Huey and Bobby were at that.
Sorry for ruining your Black party.
Whatever that gathering was.
Okay.
Huey and Bobby were there, right?
So.
I agree. I remember it too.
Okay.
Does anybody else remember it?
Yes, I do.
So this is called the Mandela effect.
Apparently,
But go ahead, Buff.
Apparently, that never happened.
Of course. That wasn't a true story.
No.
Now do you know where the whole
he never
Mandela
said
effect
that.
came from?
And I've looked it up. You looked at the.
Breeze.
Look it up. On
Why,
YouTube.
Breeze? Why are you so fast to be like that? Never happened.
No,
It's
he was
like,
talking about in real
you
life. He was talking about in real life.
Nah, I know, but Breeze be like,
Forrest Gump
Breeze-
ain't
Breeze-
real.
no,
Forrest
but
Gump
Breeze
ain't
be
real.
like, that
Forrest
shit-
Gump's not real.
Yeah,
Nothing is real. It's all a simulation. That's on my mama.
Forrest Gump. But listen,
You motherfuckers
they're
ain't
saying
real.
that
That's
he
on
never
my
said
mama.
that.
Breeze always be like, that shit never happened.
So let's go more.
How do you
into
know
this.
that? How do you know that?
Hold on, hooligan. I'm gonna come back to you.
Fast to be like, that shit never fucking happened.
So hold on, let's go more into this. So the reason it's called the Mandela effect.
You always be
because
that shit never fucking happened. That shit
a
never happened.
lady.
How you know it happened? How you
Yeah,
know that?
Nelson Mandela was dead. That's why it's called the Mandela effect. She thought that Nelson Mandela was dead, and Nelson Mandela actually became the president after she thought that he was already dead. And yo, I got some more examples because this shit is crazy. This one blew my mind.
All right.
Last week was May the 4th be with you, right? How many motherfucking Star Wars fans we got up in this motherfucker?
Well, I used to like that shit when I was
Fuck
a
that
kid.
shit.
So check this out.
All
Fuck
right.
all you guys. You don't like Star Wars. You fucked up my whole
I mean, I
show.
used to like it when I was a kid. Yeah.
But check this out. How many people remember fucking Darth Vader saying, Luke, I am your father?
He never said that.
That's what they say.
He
He actually said, no,
Search
I
your
am
feelings.
your father.
You know that is true.
Now, everybody in the world
I
remembers him
boned your
saying,
mama.
Luke, I am your father.
He didn't say that. He said, I boned your mama.
That's what I'm saying. This Mandela shit is crazy. And I think that goes more into I believe it was last week or the week before when we were watching 607 Unk.
Okay.
This shit's not real, dude.
What?
This shit is a simulation.
It's a what, life?
Dog, you ain't real. I'm not real. I don't know which one of us is actually real.
I got another one
Everybody
for
else
you.
is
What are
fucking
you,
Agent
dog?
Anderson.
So what are we?
I got another one for you.
What?
The Fruit of the Loom. Do you remember cornucopia on that logo?
Oh, don't go
Oh,
there.
I've heard this one.
Yes.
This one's bullshit.
I never had it.
For real?
That's not true. It did.
No, I've done research. Man, I've researched all the other night, bro. It never had
So
it.
have I,
I went
man.
to
I
the
saw it.
website. I went to the Fruit of the Loom website.
They
and have
erased
a
it.
logo
Never had a
thing where it
cornucopia.
They
tells you
fucking with
every
our
logo.
minds.
They did have a cornucopia. They had deleted
No, they
that.
didn't.
Hey, fucking with our
They never-
minds.
I assure you they did.
For real?
The Monopoly
Help me
logo.
out, man.
Nobody has ever came up and with an old
Even
pair
back
of
in the
underwear,
day?
a t-shirt, or anything. Nobody has ever took a picture of that shit with a fucking cornucopia on.
That was back in the day.
Ever. It's not there
Oh,
now,
hold on,
and
let's
it's
go
never
to
been there.
Hooligan.
I thought it
Hooligan.
was too.
Hooligan, talk about the Monopoly logo. I want to see if you're going to say the same
thought it
thing
was
I was
there.
going to say.
The Monopoly logo?
Well, they had the monocle, the guy with the monocle on the eye, and they actually there's believe out there they had the monocle, and then they actually got rid of the monocle.
What?
So,
No,
like,
Peanut Man.
it never existed, dog.
yeah, it never existed.
Some believe the Monopoly
What, on
man
a
had
Monopoly?
a monocle.
Nah.
But he does
I
not.
thought you
He
said
never
Peanut
had a
Man.
monocle.
Nah, he never had no monocle. Not that I remember, but he could have. I don't know. I didn't really
Dude,
pay
this
much
shit's
attention.
fucking crazy, man.
There's a lot of different Mandela effect shit. It's crazy out there, man. It's
Yeah,
like,
man.
I could have swore there was a cornucopia. Bro.
We
I
don't
coulda swore
see
there
what
was.
we really see.
Bro, I'm
Yeah,
looking
well,
at a real picture of the cornucopia with the shit right now.
Oh,
The
shit,
Bears
show it,
I saw
dog.
the same
If
thing.
it's your
No, I
drone,
saw the same
man,
thing. Do a little more
I
research on
seen
that.
that shit,
And I do
dog,
mean
back
that
in the day,
shit.
dog.
Do a little more research on that picture, buddy.
Uh-oh. What? You don't remember that,
Hold on.
Bubs, back in the day?
Skrilla.
There's a whole list on their website,
Bears and the Berenstein Bears.
Oh,
Exactly.
it's the
I
same
always call it
shit.
the Bernstein Bears.
It's the same shit.
No, it's the
I'm sorry, Bubs,
Bernstein
you're wrong on
Bears.
this.
No.
It's all bullshit, man. They're
Just
fucking
saying.
with us. They're reprogramming fucking life around us.
They're
man.
fucking with
What
you,
is
dog.
real?
They're fucking with you. They ain't
I ain't
fucking
Please,
fucking
are
with
you
you.
even real?
Does he?
I don't know what's real no more, dog.
The
What are y'all
Monopoly
talking?
guy, he had a monogamous relationship with the chick from the Utz girl. Is that what y'all saying?
Yeah, hey, Bucky knows it all.
No, that wasn't the Monopoly guy. That was the fucking natural bohemian guy.
No, but they had a monogamous relationship. That's what y'all are saying. The Monopoly guy had a monogamous relationship, right?
No,
He
the
was
nat-
fucking all them
How do
hoes.
you spell Fruit Loops?
I don't know.
FRUT.
Yeah.
I spell it GAY. That's what I spell GAY.
Hey, Bucky, that's hard.
It's actually, they say it was never spelled FRUIT loops. They say it's always been spelled FROOT loops.
Yeah,
Bubba.
OOT.
Bubba.
See, we was too poor to have Fruit Loops, so we don't know.
I remember Ashley telling me about the movie The Birds.
Uh-huh.
That it was never in black and white.
Ooh, I think the Bears was black and white.
I remember that scene as being kind of like dark and like not much color.
Grayscale.
Like the birds. I'm not
The
sure.
cornucopia
I don't know.
existed.
That's a good one.
No,
I think I remember the cornucopia.
black and white.
Yeah, man, me too.
When I was a
Bubs
kid.
is out his fucking mind.
There's actually a video out there of somebody actually they went through their fathers or something and they actually found the Fruit of the Loom with the cornucopia on it and was from like the 1970s. So
Yeah.
So, now, hold
The
on.
tighty
So
whities.
we're gonna go back to the conspiracy theory that we talked about last long time. Myself,
shit.
if he's calling about how it takes nothing. This is all a test because it takes 5 generations for somebody to actually forget. So right now, if we had something happen today, 5 generations, so basically 100 years, in 100 years, you would actually believe that nothing existed. So, so if we had an EMP today and the world ended as we know it today, and then let's just say a couple million people lived, but technology ended as we know it is today, and we went back to the dark ages. Within 100 years, everybody would think you were smoking crack, that we had computers and phones and cars and all this stuff because it'd be like it didn't exist. So I think they do this shit to actually kind of prove, that this stuff can be manipulated. So, like I said, it's all simulation. It's the Matrix. There we go.
Did Curious George have a tail?
No.
Curious George did not have a tail, but there is a theory that he did have a tail. So
theory.
The Mandela
Is it Jiffy peanut butter or Jif peanut butter?
Jif.
Jif.
It's Jif. It's Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop, correct. Jif.
Yeah, man.
Did Curious George?
Man.
Did Curious George have sex with Michael Jackson, or did Michael Jackson have sex with Curious George?
No, that's Bubbles.
It was both, dog.
That's Bubbles.
Bubbles.
That's the Mandalorian effect, right? That's the Mandalorian effect.
Bubbles was Curious George.
I feel like
The
Curious George
Mandalorian
jacked
effect.
off Michael Jackson.
Hey, watch out talking shit on that Mandalorian effect. Your motherfucker up here, Skrills, might get mad that you're dissing his Star Wars. I mean,
Is there a hyphen between Kit and Kat on Kit Kat candy bars?
No.
no,
I didn't pay attention to that. No, I never know.
there is not.
Some people thought there was.
Because they stupid.
Well, here's one that
They don't eat Kit Kats.
Hold on. DeWalt or Milwaukee? DeWalt or Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
Okay. So I'm gonna answer this honestly.
What does that even
DeWalt
mean?
drills, Milwaukee
Those are
Sawzalls.
drills.
There you go.
So
Milwaukee Sawzalls.
Hey, so you guys know that the guy who
Milwaukee
owns
Sawzalls. Fuck that.
the guy who owns Milwaukee also owns DeWalt and Ryobi. I hope you guys know
Oh,
that.
sure.
Are
they do
you
that.
serious?
Yep. Yep.
So here's one
And
thing
we should
that
call
might
it
throw
Roy
people off.
Opie?
Yeah.
What happened to
It's
caffeine-free Coca-Cola? Why don't they sell
Ryobi.
caffeine-free Coca-Cola no more?
Because they don't sell it in straight bars. It's only in gay bars.
Hold on, is it Reese or is it Reese's?
I think it's Reese.
Are we talking about Witherspoon?
No.
It's Reese's, goddammit.
Is it
Or
okay?
is it Reese's?
No, it's
Well, I mean,
Reese's.
Reese's.
Well, which
I
is
like to ask my homeboy because he used to eat them for dinner.
Dang.
well, so
God
the answer is actually that in Canada it's Reese without the ES, but in the United States it's ES. That's actually the difference. So
Damn. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Goddamn
You're
Trump
so
and his fucking
smart.
tariffs and shit.
In Canada, you would have a neck, but in America, you ain't got no
You
neck.
don't.
How about Alberta
but
becoming the
in all
51st state?
countries on this planet, I still have a big enough dick to do what I need to. So
Hold on.
Follow
How
your
about
dreams,
Alberta?
son.
How
Follow
about
your dreams.
They just
We Mounties always
on
get
that
our
hate
man.
shit.
Alberta just reduced
Hey, y'all remember
the
that
amount of
song by
services.
Queen, We Are the Champions?
We are
Sing it.
Yeah.
champions. That's all I know.
Anybody
Right.
know?
I don't think nobody know the rest of that motherfucker.
What do they say after We Are the Champions?
And we'll keep on fighting to the end.
What do they say at Skrills?
Of the world.
They never said it.
Oh, that's what they say.
They didn't never say that. It was just We Are the Champions, but not of the world.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Come on,
I know
goddamn
they
it.
do on the
Donald Trump's got all y'all blinders on.
Y'all
Right
all
now,
fucked
they
up.
do say that.
Y'all
That's
all
bullshit.
fucked up.
It says
Let
right
me
here,
tell
it never
you a
happened.
true to life Mandela effect.
And
So
they
if you
say
go
it
look
like
it up
you
tonight,
do.
go try to find it tonight, Ethel, after
Yeah.
here, and try to find it and listen to it and send it to me.
Let me tell you a true to life Mandela effect. Check this out.
Go try to find it tonight.
What's up, Ty?
I know the words to that song. I like Queen. I know that song.
I'm just saying, send it to me tonight when you find it.
Figure it out, Ethel.
I'm looking at the
Go
lyrics
to
right
YouTube.
now, and the lyrics say "of the world."
Because we are champions of the world.
Of the world.
I mean, he might have said it, but he's saying he never said it.
Time after time, I've done my things, but committed no crime. And bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of things kicked in my face, but I've come through.
You ain't no Freddie Mercury, motherfucker.
Because we are the champions of the world. Hold on, wait, can I put that in
Of the
there?
world.
Dirty
Of
There
the
you go.
world.
There it is. Debunked.
Dirty
Whoa.
bitches.
Like, give me another
At
one.
least Sailor was right about this thing because earlier, let me point out how Sailor incorrectly stated that it's Democrats that want to take the guns away because they hate black people, and that's actually
Is
Republicans.
that at the end? It says at the end of the song. Is that at the end? Drunken
I'm
Sailor?
trying to tell you that. I said
No, I'm saying at
No,
the
it's in the
end.
middle.
At
It's in the
the
middle.
end.
It's
Hey,
in the
Drunken
middle.
Sailor, is that
I tried to tell you that. You didn't hear me.
No, it's in the middle. It's in the middle.
right? It
Yeah,
says at
it's
the
at the
end. It
end.
says he never said it at the end.
Yes,
No,
he
at the
does.
very end, it's because we are the champions. It's in the middle of the song, but not at the end. Actually, it's probably it's the one, two, three, fourth verse.
It's actually twice in the song, and two different places.
Yeah, twice.
If
Yeah,
you
are the
champions.
If you believe any of this, you will be locked up in Alcatraz.
I
That's
heard
the
they be
Mandela
opening
effect.
Alcatraz show.
Hey, did you guys know that?
Ain't they gonna open? Ain't they gonna
Cindy
be open
Lauper
Alcatraz?
Hey, Cindy Lauper sung the fucking song for fucking Pee Wee's Playhouse. Did you guys know that?
No, I didn't.
Is that
Cindy
her?
Lauper sang
Pee
it.
Wee's
It was when she was coming out with the album Two Colors. She went by a fucking alternate name. I can't remember what it was. It could have been Lick a Lot of Pussy or something. I don't know what her name was. She put that song out, but she didn't want the credit from Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse shit.
You know
because
what was
it
whack
wasn't
as
her.
shit about Pee Wee's Playhouse? Fucking
Nothing.
Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne was whack as shit on that.
Stop hating.
He was dope on Apocalypse Now, though.
Fucking Larry Fishburne on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
He was dope on Apocalypse Now, though.
Just trying to get a check.
He was just a
That
young
doesn't
boy.
make up for it, man. That does not make up for it.
Hey, look,
talking about Cowboy
he
Curtis?
was not
Yeah,
whack.
that
He
don't
was
make it
fucking
up.
Miss Savant in the ass. Fuck that
Cowboy
shit.
what?
Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis used to
Cowboy
fuck the
Curtis.
shit out of motherfucking Miss Savant. Shout out to Cowboy Curtis. We love you, bro.
Cowboy Curtis.
Cowboy Curtis was
Make
fucking
a
on
high,
his
make a low.
toes.
Man, it was either work or fucking or work at McDonald's, and I guess he's like, "Fuck that, I'll be Cowboy Curtis."
Y'all
Yeah,
niggas used
Cowboy
to
was
watch
fucking
that
on these
shit.
hoes.
Who used to watch that shit? What the fuck wrong with y'all?
I used to watch.
Mega
God damn it, Breeze, you used to watch that shit. Breeze, you used to sit around in your underwear watching Cowboy Curtis waiting for Mr. Vaughn to come on. Come on now.
Nah, man.
Hold on. The
Breeze
secret
watching
word.
MASH.
The secret word of the day is gay. Okay.
There it is.
Mecca like a high, Mecca hiney hole.
Hey, make a look a shiny hole.
That's what I
Lick
always
the
thought it
giny.
said,
Did
hiney
you
hole.
just say lick the giny hole?
Damn.
Lick a
Vagina.
Mega like a high, make a
Vagina. I
Chinese hole.
heard that. I heard that.
I think he said lick the shiny hole. I'm not sure.
That's what
Shiny
I
No, he
hole.
said lick the shiny hole.
So, bro, do
damn.
you have the video of the robot?
The robot.
I don't have no
sounds like a
videos,
robot.
man.
What, the Michael
You ain't got
Jackson
no video.
robot?
Fucked up to have
No.
videos right now, man.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay,
It is
well,
crazy,
skip
dog.
that, man.
Yeah, but we can talk about it. That shit was crazy, Mo. That motherfucking robot went crossle.
Where's Sarah Connor when you need her?
Where's the host at?
The host with the most.
Where's the host
is
at,
right here,
man?
Hey, I was hosting. You didn't hear me? I
I
said,
don't know
do
what
you
happened to
have the
Hollywood.
video?
Either he got mad or his phone got fucked up one day.
Oh,
Hollywood sitting on the
What you say,
toilet.
some drunk guy. What do we got going on next?
Yes.
He doesn't say we are the champions of the
Hey,
world.
so the drunk guy thinks we should play some music because
Hold on, y'all. Let me hear her talk.
Did you said he doesn't say we are the champions of the world,
At
correct?
the end.
At the end.
At the end.
He says it like at the beginning too.
We
But not at the end.
are the champions.
What does he say?
He says it twice in the song. Like
he
in the
says it at the
first
end.
verse, second verse, but not at the end.
You dirty bitches. You twitches.
So I got an interesting fact.
What's
Let's call it
that?
a
What's that? What you got,
factoid.
dog? What you got?
So this is some old shit, but I came across it and it blew my mind, right?
Okay.
We were talking about Richard Pryor a little earlier because he was in the Superman movie.
That was my man. Okay.
So Richard Pryor,
funny
right?
shit.
Richard Pryor used to fuck Pam Grier.
Yep. Bone the shit out of her.
And he fucked Pam Grier so much.
That much?
Right? He fucked her so much that she couldn't have kids anymore.
God damn, what the fuck?
She could never have kids. Now, do you know why?
Why? He burnt her?
Because she had so much cocaine built up inside of her cervix that she wasn't able to have children.
Get the fuck, dog.
Because what Richard Pryor would do was he would put cocaine on his dick so it would stay fucking hard. We're talking way before Viagra.
Oh, that's how you do it?
Cocaine was Viagra before Viagra.
Wow.
And he used to fuck these bitches, and he would make them sterile.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
fucking the hoe.
Crazy. Fucking them hoes with
fucking them hoes. You ain't have no kids with me,
bitch.
Dick. I ain't paying no child support, bitch.
So listen, doctors informed Pam Grier that cocaine residue had been built up in her cervix.
Damn, for years and years.
You say her pussy. You say her pussy.
Well, I mean, it was a part of her pussy. I'm
but
sure.
Don't say the cervix, because that motherfucker was hitting the cervix. Goddamn, it was fucking big old Tennessee swamp romp hole and shit.
I mean, maybe he was. I mean, this is Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying?
Big titties.
But yeah, so even though she never actually saw him coat himself with the drug, the doctor suggested that his excessive cocaine use had contaminated his bodily fluid.
He ruined the pussy.
When asked if her mouth ever felt numb during intimate moments, Pam confirmed that it had.
He never made
that's
me
the reason why she never was able to have children.
I bet that bitch never got lockjaw.
My pussy broke, bitch.
And it's funny because there's like all of these comments, right? So this one guy said that he had an old supervisor who used to brag about fucking bitches with motherfucking cocaine on his dick.
For real?
Like, this is what he did. You know what I'm saying?
And they ain't never get pregnant. That's the new birth control. Put some coke on your dick, dog.
Dude,
put that coke on your dick.
Who needs birth control and who needs Viagra? All you need is some cocaine.
On your dick.
Candy dick.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, that's how it go, man. Where y'all hear this shit? Where do you hear this shit?
All I know, the bitch wants some blow, but she's got to blow on this candy dick.
Dude, that shit
Where
is
do y'all
crazy.
hear this shit from, Skrilla? Where do you get this shit from?
I just be looking at shit on social media
I
all
be
the
looking,
time.
and I be looking.
And I was looking.
And I be looking.
And look,
Shout out to Tampa Tide, you dirty bitch.
There's always somebody that, like, you know, there's always someone that sounds intellectual. Listen to this guy.
Okay.
Yep. He was putting coke on his dick to make sex last longer, and it got built up on and around her pussy to the point where she couldn't have children.
Damn.
She didn't know what he was doing, and that shit cost her reproductive organs.
Wow.
It's all in her book. So it's confirmed. It's in her book. Like, and you got to think about it. He didn't just fuck Pam Grier like this. He fucked everybody like this. Maybe
So
that's
all
why that
them
bitch
bitches
caught him
sterile.
on fire.
Damn. Fuck you, Richard. Fuck you.
You're gonna burn, bitch, burn.
God damn, man. That's crazy. Man. I ain't never heard of that, Skrilla, but damn, man. Where'd you hear this from, man? That's crazy as fuck, though.
Dude, I'm telling you, you can learn anything from the internet.
Coke dick
You know
is
what I'm
birth
saying?
control. All right. I need to make some coke.
Yeah, no bullshit. I need to get me some coke. Not only is it birth control, it keeps you fucking long harder.
Bitch be talking about my pussy numb. I know.
I know, bitch. What the fuck did I walk back into?
Yo, you walked in the You walked into the only way to fuck a bitch. That's right. Put some cocaine on your dick.
Know
and
what
do
it
it
is.
quick.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you don't want kids and you want to go all night long, all you need is a little cocaine.
Make that
on your
You're
schlong.
telling us to put cocaine on your dick?
Yeah.
No, Richard Pryor
I'm not telling
did.
you that. Exactly. Richard Pryor said do that shit.
I'm saying do it. Fuck it.
I guess it's the ghost of Richard Pryor now.
I mean, didn't Richard Pryor blow his face off in a freebasing accident?
No.
Blew it off. He burned his hair.
That
Michael
Bama set herself on fire though.
It's like Michael Jackson in the Pepsi.
Little crack cocaine.
Exactly.
Yeah, crack cocaine, freebase. That's what they called it.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Oh yeah.
So I don't
Everybody
want
knows.
to take any fucking advice from Richard Pryor in that case.
Shit, you ain't gonna have no kids. You
No,
can save your life.
Your dick hard?
Pussy than you will ever freaking dream about.
I
Man,
mean,
dude,
You be rock hard and
I might
sterile.
walk to the corner and see if I can get some cocaine tonight.
With that
well,
shit.
hold on. Make sure you're being responsible for not passing on the wrong education to your children here. We need to take responsibility for these things.
Oh,
I
shut
was gonna
up.
clean my room, then I got high.
Yo,
where the fuck is Hollywood?
Hollywood disappeared.
That's what Hollywood do. He do what he do.
He ditched us.
Hollywood got that itch and he went to
Just
scratch.
tried to use that.
Hollywood heard we were talking about Richard Pryor. He was like, God damn it, I don't even look like Richard Pryor. He fucking bounced.
I feel like Hollywood is putting fucking Viagra in fucking females' drinks right now to make sure they don't get boners.
Possibly.
Either that or he had an itch way up his asshole and he had to go scratch it.
God damn.
With a rake.
He said with a rake. God.
No, he had with a cucumber.
Oh my God.
Cucumbers.
That wasn't Hollywood, was it? It wasn't
With a
Hollywood.
yard.
At least
That was not Hollywood. Cut that shit up.
Hey, Squirrels, you know the worst part about that story, I'm awake now. I'm not as drunk as I was earlier, but the worst part about that story, it's a yard cucumber. It's not even like cucumber from the store or a carrot from the store. It's
He
like
didn't wash it off first.
That's
Dirty
right.
as a motherfucker.
It's an uncircumcised cucumber. He didn't even
He
wash that
washed
shit
it
off.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
in his asshole.
Yo,
That
this shit
man
is
probably think well
crazy.
shit comes out of there, so fuck it.
Yeah.
You know how they have like the fucking you know how they, and I'm gonna go to hell for this, but you know how they have like the missing fucking things on social media all the time, like this person's missing, pray for him. This person's missing, right?
Yeah.
Listen to this shit. So this kid's missing.
Okay.
He's missing from in Baltimore, right?
Oh shit.
Listen to this. Last seen wearing a gray shirt,
Uh-huh.
some joggers, and a red ski mask.
Damn, what the fuck? He robbing niggas? What the fuck?
It's
You can
that's
find
what-
him at the
Is
bottom
there
of a
any
river near
fucking
you.
question where this kid is?
At the bottom of a river near you.
He's one of the squeegee boys and shit.
God damn. He said the
Sorry.
squeegee boy.
Sorry. I mean, look. If,
I don't
if
know,
your
Skunk.
kid- If your kid's
Where's
missing,
common
and
sense?
he was last seen with a fucking ski mask on,
He might be in jail.
he might be.
Mhm.
I guess they didn't go up to Seven Springs or not to look for him. I mean, it is fucking springtime. Nobody's skiing right now, right?
He might be getting his
missing.
asshole tickled with a cucumber. That's
Yep.
all I-
Maybe he was with them boys on that Georgia mountain.
Might be
You
what's
never know.
happening.
An uncircumcised cucumber.
Sounds
Dude,
feasible.
I mean, this shit is crazy, man. Like, I get it. Like, when it's like the little girl and they're like, she's missing from the playground and she's wearing a tutu. But this motherfucker was last seen wearing a ski mask.
Damn.
People are just
And,
dumb.
and we're talking about bad parenting today.
Super bad.
Dude.
That's bad parenting right there, bro.
Awful.
You know, that reminds me of a interview that I saw a while back on the news.
What was
And
that?
they were like, why are you letting your kid wear a ski mask? And they're like, oh, well, he's trying to lay low from the ops.
God damn, the ops. What the fuck?
Is 12.
His mom said that?
Who the fuck is the ops? The ice cream man?
I wonder if it was the wanted, like the lost picture or whatever that they posted. I wonder if they posted the picture with him with the fucking mask on.
Laying low from the ops. What the
Laying
fuck?
low from the ops and shit.
What kind of shit is that, dog?
Because they went so I believe DC was saying, yeah, you know, we don't want the kids wearing ski masks in school anymore.
Yeah,
and the
man,
lady
fuck
was like, and the fucking mom was like, well, you know, he gotta wear a ski mask, you know, he gotta lay low from the ops.
God damn, man, what the fuck?
Yo, that motherfucker
Welcome to DC.
Moms
that
ain't
motherfucker
shit,
on
man.
his,
I tell you.
He's on his missing poster looking like Mushmouth from Fat Albert and the gang.
Dumb Donald and shit.
God damn.
With the fucking big ass hat pulled over his eyes and shit.
Oh, shit.
You can't make this shit up. We literally live in a world where fucking parents say, yeah, well, don't take away the fucking
Hold up,
mask.
dog. Hold up, dog.
Talk to op.
Hey, yo, hold up, dog. Doing talking again. What's his name on Fat Albert? Let's go ahead and do it again.
I said
Bush out, dude. Doing Skrilla.
I think that was Dumb Donald. I was doing.
Go ahead, man. You so
shout out to my man fucking Bill Cosby for
God
making
damn.
fucking for making my childhood great.
I hope he ain't taking dick right now. I sure hope he ain't.
You know, I just remembered that there was a character in the Fat Albert gang named Bucky.
Yep.
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
I hope he ain't taking dick either.
Yeah,
Good
Buck.
motherfucking Bucky.
Why do they call you Buck anyway, man?
Who, me?
You put your dick in him.
No,
Buck.
no, you? I mean, yes, you motherfucker.
Oh yeah, because because of my my bedroom habits, I like to buck the shit out of that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Tell him, Bucky. Tell him. Tell him what it is.
It's a long ride. Hang on tight, bitches. Let's go.
Ride the rodeo.
Oh my God! What a fucking show!
Hey, so Squirrels, I got one more thing about the fucking kid with the mask. Just imagine the kid ran away from home and he's at Walmart trying to buy a new ski mask. He's like, nah, not the gray one. I want a red one now.
Shit, these days he wants the pink one.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the pink one.
Oh my God! I swear, man.
Have you noticed that every young boy is gay? Well, they look gay. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck going on anymore. I don't know.
Stop.
Everybody's just gay and shit. What? What the fuck?
Oh my God! It's the worst.
It's
worst
that time,
fucking
bub.
time of the night.
Oh man, this is some
Go ahead, Bree,
bullshit,
take us out of here.
dog. This is some
It's Call of
bullshit.
Duty time.
Oh damn.
Somebody gotta
listen
take a
here,
shit.
man. I want to thank everybody for coming through this week, man. Every Saturday night from 9 to 11 p.m. It's the late night luncheon, and we are the PhratBoyz. We was in this motherfucker wilding tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming through. My man Skrilla, my man Buckmaster. Thank you for hosting this thing tonight. Thank you so much.
Hey, I don't remember hosting.
Yeah. My man DJ Buzz Beats. I can't forget about Miz. My man Reno, the dirty
Hollywood.
Can't forget about Hollywood. Hollywood disappeared on us.
Shirt game.
Everybody. Hey, look, we're going to see y'all next week, all right? Listen, from 9 to 11 p.m., y'all check us out. We're going to be on Facebook from now on because we can say what the fuck we want to say.
Check us out on
you
YouTube.
dirty bitches.
Check us out on YouTube.
Exactly. Check us out on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe now. That's
Tell 'em
Late Night
Skrilla.
Lunchin. LateNiteLunchin. See you next week, you dirty bitches.
That's right.
Fucked up quick, cause only I can do this. You can't outdrink me, so cross it off your list. I'm as drunk as I can get, guess it's time to dip. I'm about to leave and I won't say goodbye, bitch. Well, I'm so fucked up, I don't even care. If you're not as fucked up, I don't fucking care. I'm so fucked up, I don't even care. If y'all are this fucked up, I don't fucking care. I'm so fucked up, I don't even care. If y'all are this fucked up, I don't fucking care. I'm so fucked up, I don't even care. If y'all are this fucked up, I don't fucking care.
Guess who's drunk again and some shit and some shit and